Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to Tokyo Dark. We are back in Asakusa, where we get. Oh, wait a minute. Can I buy some octopus balls for Mai? Sorry, I never forget a customer's face, and you've already had the satisfying expression of someone has eaten my food already. But Mai hasn't eaten it, though. Come on. God damn it. Why doesn't he just sell out then? Alright, Mr. Hotto. Mai, what are you doing here? Did she make you come? Whoa! Actually, we're not seeing each other or anything like that, man. That's a little gross. It's not like that, Takashi. It was my idea. I asked her to come talk with you, but you sent her away. This woman almost got you killed. You expect me to cooperate with her? Surely, if you need to talk to me, you can come yourself. My sister doesn't need to be involved. No. If I came alone, you just evade all my questions like you always do. Besides, there's something I need you to see. See what? What are you talking about? Ooh! Where'd you get that? Put it away! So you do know what it is. I knew you were hiding something from me. That's not true, I wasn't hiding it. It's not something you ever need to know about. Besides, why is she carrying it in the first place? Wait, don't change the subject. This isn't about Itō. Mai, I understand that you're upset with me, but we should talk about this another time. Furthermore, that mask has nothing to do with you. You're wrong. Back in April, when Mai was held at knife point by another girl, it was this mask she was after. A mask your family is connected to. Looking for it. I suppose I've been a fool to think I could keep the truth of our family's past away from you. Past? What does this have to do with Mom and Dad? Yes, and so much more. I first saw that mask when I was a child, before you were born. The truth is, it belonged to a cult called the Kamenkai, of which our parents were members. A cult? You're kidding! How'd your parents get mixed up in that? I know how it sounds. I find it hard to believe myself. They were a group led by a guru named Tokimasa, who promised a simpler life, away from the hypocrisy and falseness of city life. I mean, you could just go to the farm. You don't have to join a cult for that. Our parents both had master's degrees, and my mother was on her way to earning her PhD. They chose to give up their lives and their careers to follow some mystic and live in a compound instead. The Kamenkai were one of many such groups back then. I was a child and didn't understand, but thinking about how our parents were deceived and what they put me and Mai through, it's unforgivable. The mask was on the compound, but for what purpose or what they believed it could do, I don't know. Do you think there are any members of the Kamenkai left who know? No. You see, there are no surviving members. They died. All of them, including our parents. I'm sorry, I don't remember much about it. One night, Grandma came into the room we were sleeping, saying we had to go. The compound was in the woods, so it was dark, and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward with Mai in her arms and me dragging behind. When we were back in Tokyo several days later, Grandma told me that her parents were dead. She didn't seem sad, it's as if she was expected it. The government censored much of what happened, so I was never able to learn how they died. Me and Grandma didn't speak of it, ignoring it as if it'd been my childhood. Me and Grandma didn't speak of it, ignoring it as if my childhood and everything that had happened in these woods were all a bad dream. If it weren't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents, but ignoring it couldn't erase the anger I felt towards them. I wonder if they even cared that and what had happened to us. As a high schooler, I spent more time trying to find out about the Kamenkai than I did studying. I thought that if I could understand why my parents so willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us, I'd stop feeling so betrayed. But I was wrong. Nothing I found gave me any peace. Mom and Dad died as part of some cult? I don't believe it. It's true. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I guess that in hiding it from you, I was able to hide my feelings as well. I think for Grandma, it was too painful to talk about. I believe she took possession of the shrine in order to live a simpler life. We had to keep it secret. There's no way we could live a normal life with the stigma of Kamenkai attached to us. I suppose keeping that secret hurt us both dearly. For me, pursuing Kendo gave me some measure of control over my life again. But Grandma, who made a choice to leave her only daughter behind, she always seemed to carry the guilt of it with her. She started going out at night, babbling about how she was looking for Mom. When she'd come home, she would have a rotten stink on her clothes. I was too scared to confront her, so I tipped her off the police. They found her wandering in the sewers holding nothing but the mask. The same one from the cult compound all those years before, and the one you hold now. I was shocked when they gave it to me. I hadn't seen it for so long, and all the unpleasant memories from the past came flooding back. That was when I decided to leave Kamakura. It was the only way I could move on with my life. That doesn't account for how the mask ended up with your grandmother in the first place. I don't know how she got it. It seems that it seemingly appeared out of thin air. Or maybe someone gave it to her. She never said. I left the mask with her. It always made me uneasy. It had a strange aura about it. Wait, Grandma was looking for Mom? In the sewers? I don't remember any of this. You were in the dorms at your school at the time. Grandma's strange behavior was part of why I insisted on you going to those private schools away from Kamakura. I couldn't drag you into the madness of our past. We parted ways without ever speaking of it. She was much better by the time you returned to Kamakura. Detective, what exactly is it that you're looking for? Surely our family's history is of use to you. I assume you've heard about what happened to my partner. This mask was there again when he died. It's more than an ornament. I need to know where it came from. If that's true, then I want to help. Your partner, he seemed like a nice person. No, Mai, you've helped plenty, but I have to do this on my own. Itō is right. I apologize for not telling you all this sooner, but you can't be involved in something so dangerous. I've already thought I'd lost you that day at the shrine. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you now. Alright, thank you for finally telling me the truth, Takashi. I'll head back for now. I hope you remember that I'm your sister. I may not remember the same things you do, but we're still family. Oh shit, I gave her the wrong voice. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for your help, Mai. You're right, Mai. I'll come visit you soon. It looks like she's gone. Mai's not here, then there's no need to be coy. No doubt taking possession of that mask has taken its toll on you. Even in the brief time I was in contact with it, I felt an immense darkness behind it. I had such strange dreams and saw things I never would have dreamed up on my own. There was always an unusual air about it that I couldn't stand to be around. Maybe lying to Mai again makes me a hypocrite. All I know is I don't want her getting hurt. But like you said, I don't believe that mask is simply wood and paint, though I doubt anyone else would believe us. No one ever did, except for one man on the street. There's an old tea shop. Perhaps you saw it on the way in. An old historian named Yasuhisa is there occasionally. He was the only one who ever acknowledged what I said about the mask as truth. If you're looking for information on the mask, he may be the best person to ask. I never pursued the topic with him, but I speak with him occasionally on other topics. His mind is a vault of valuable information. Hopefully he can shed some light on what it really is. I hope so, but please, Detective, be careful. Thank you so much! I'm sorry for lying to you before, but you're really helpful. It's a traditional tea shop, so it's got like the floor thing. Ah look, it does have the floor thing. Welcome, come in. Do sit down. There's no need to be so formal and stand there like a statue. How can I help you? Are you Yasuhisa? Takashi told me to come speak with you. Oh, and how is Mr. Kawana? Still prickly as ever, I suppose. I've always found him to be wise beyond his years, though perhaps not by his choice. I digress. My apologies. It's the quirks that come with old age, you know. What does Mr. Kawana think I can help you with? I'm looking into a few things related to the Kamen Kai, the group his family got mixed up in. Ah, a more difficult answer than you might expect. You see, there are two groups that share that name. The first, as you know, is the religious group formed by the guru, Tokimasa. The second is an ancient order, over 1,000 years old. What's that you're holding? I wish you wouldn't do that. I was told it's related to the Kamen Kai, the newer one, and that you could tell me about it. Ah, that explains many things, child. The far off look in your eyes, for one. I need to find like a good old person voice. I imagine you have many questions. Masks are interesting, are they not? They are meant to be a disguise. And yet, a mask cannot lie or contort itself to hide the truth. It is a good philosophy. In that sense, I forgot what I was going to say. Though I wonder how you came to be in possession of an object with such a dark history. I think it might be related to the missing person, but I don't know anything about it beyond that. Ah, but that itself is the essence of history. Layers upon layers of personal connections that are continuously peeled back to their root. Relics like the one you hold often take unusual routes to where they end up. Relic? If it's from the Kamen Kai cult from the 90s, then I'd hardly call it a relic. Misguided and deceptive as he was, Tokimasa was no fool. In order to gain new followers, he needed to give his cult historical legitimacy. He collected obscure objects and gave them new meanings that he could control in order to manipulate his followers. Their mask was what he chose, along with the name of the group that created it. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so. Only I guess I was hoping you could tell me some other things about it. For instance? Like why, Now that I'm about to say it out loud, it sounds silly. I'm sorry I bothered you. Don't be silly. You wonder, for example, why holding the mask seems to take you to another place? Or perhaps why you can see visions that don't seem real, why you feel a strong will exerting itself on you. Oh yes, I know about all those things too. How could you know that? When Tokimasa was in possession of it, he believed it showed him a path to the realm of the gods. He wrote extensively on the subject. Though, unlike most, I don't discount such phenomena as the ravings of a madman. And the phenomena repeats itself. Do you two look into the inky blackness and see familiar shapes in the shadows? Not shadows. I see and hear people who are supposed to be dead. I find things I couldn't possibly have found otherwise. Not shadows. I see and hear people who are supposed to be dead. I find things I couldn't have possibly found otherwise. Most interesting. Tell me, detective. Oh, apologies. Do you mind if I call you that? I don't remember telling you I was a detective. Ha! My mistake. You must forgive me. A slip of the tongue. I believe it was the way you carried yourself. Determined investigators such as yourself have such a sense of purpose in their mannerisms, you see. And you do seem rather determined to get to the bottom of whatever it is you're chasing. Tell me, does me telling you that your experiences are not an illusion provide you any level of comfort? Not at all. I'm not sure, but I do feel something, maybe hope. It's like I finally got a foothold on solid ground. Ah yes, knowledge is a light in the dark places, is it not? To think a relic of such import would end up with a detective. Do you mind if I ask you something? Which do you believe? Our lives are controlled by fate, pre-measured threads that determine our deeds, our wishes and our ends the minute we come into existence? Or conversely, is our thread subject to the chaos inherent in our universe instead? Does it change according to our deeds and that which happens to us seemingly by accident? Do you believe it is fate or chance that decides which threads of life are cut short and which are followed? Chance or fate? I hate determinism, so I'm gonna go with chance. Yes, of course. Maybe you feel your life has been somewhat out of control as of late. Control, huh? To be honest, I don't feel like I've had much of that since the mask came to me. You said that the mask was made by the old Kamen Kai. Why? Confusing me can't be the purpose it was made for. Ah yes, a more complicated answer than you might have wished for. Indeed, it should come as no surprise that the creation of such a mysterious object is equally enigmatic. Perhaps you could do me a favor. Don't worry, it is in relation to this very topic. An important book has gone missing from my shop. If you could retrieve it for me, I feel I could shine a great deal of light on the subject. What kind of book? A book of the missing variety. Haha, I'm sorry. I jest. It concerns the mask bearer. Mask bearer? Huh. That's me, right? Although you carry it, that does not make you its bearer. All will become clear when the book is returned to me. Sounds easy enough. Where can I start looking? Oh, you needn't go far. The man who has it is right outside this building. In fact, as I said, it's not much of an errand, but I of course cannot leave my shop. He's right outside. This won't take long. I'll be right back. Oh, is it the Octopus Ball dude? Who knew the Octopus Ball Man would be like the main character? Right outside the shop, he says. Is it this guy? Hey, are you having a book? The old tea shop next door? Isn't that place closed down? Closed? That can't be right. What else do you know about it? Pure conjecture on this one, but I think it might be owned by the kendo instructor from the dojo down the street, on account of him being the only one I ever see in there. You might not believe me, but I swear I saw him in there chatting away to himself. Possibly he's a little nuts. What the fuck, really? Then again, it might be some super awesome kendo meditation technique. Oh man, why didn't I think of that before? Next time I ought to ask him for some pointers instead of spying on him, eh? Word through the grapevine is that he's a regional champion or something and has trained some of the best. Lots of cops train with him too, so he must be good. Maybe he's not so crazy after all. Speaking of which, I have a bit of a crazy question for you. I know you said it was closed, but do you know anything about a book taken from there recently? It was led to believe you would. Hmm? Oh geez. Go on. Like I said, this place has been empty for years, but you know, I spend a lot of time outside and half the time the door's wide open. So one day a few months back, I decided to take a look around. Nothing suspicious or anything, I was just curious is all. Curiosity killed the cat, right? Anyway, it was all dusty and old, and there was all sorts of weird stuff laying around. So I might have taken a little souvenir. I mean, it wasn't super old or nothing, so I figured no one would miss it. Besides, it wasn't for me. It was for my kid brother. That guy can get deep in the dumps sometimes, so I try to be on the standby for when that happens, you know? So I figured a little gift would cheer him up. And back then he was going through some particularly tough times. His bitch wife, pardon my language miss, had left him and taken their kid daughter with her. He still doesn't talk about it. He's like he's in denial or something. Whoops, got off track again. I was heading to visit him with the ill-gotten book when I got this phone call saying he was in the hospital. He OD'd on expensive sake and sleeping pills. That's a classic combination right there. Thank God that idiot decided to do it at the bar he owns with the door unlocked. A customer came in and called an ambulance. If it weren't for that, I'm not sure he'd still be here. That's quite a story. Sounds like he wanted to be found. Yeah, I think so too. I think he was trying to ask for help in his own way. In any case, I took the book to him while he was in the hospital. Tried to show him that even when he was at his lowest, there was someone out there trying to do something nice for him, you know? I think it helped. For a minute anyhow. As soon as the doctors let him leave, he went right back to that toxic little bar. I hope he's okay. He's got some issues, but he's my little brother and I worry about him. He's not been answering my phone calls lately. Originally, my brother's bitch ex-wife, sorry again, had the brilliant idea to put his skill to work in a cheap part of town. Despite that, he's holding on to it with everything he's got? Wait, is this that guy? The place is slowly bankrupting him, but he won't let it go. Wait, is this the guy back in Shinjuku who I told to fuck off with that? All he has to do is sign some paper and move on, but he can't. Something about it has his claws sunk deep into him. I've been trying to get him to join me on business for years. He's a great chef and we could make a kid. Oh shit, it is! It's the guy in Shinjuku! Maybe it's not the same as owning a whole bar, but serving passers-by and getting some sunshine is good for the soul. Plus, food stands are doing really well abroad, I hear. Oh fuck yeah, they definitely are. Which is much better than wasting away in Shinjuku at any rate. Shinjuku? Yeah, in a slimy little side street. Anyway, if that book is important— oh man, I'm so glad I told him to quit now! Haha, I'm a pissed. Good decisions and bad decisions. Anyway, if that book is important to you, he's probably still got it at his place. You want the address? Wait, I know you look familiar. Your brother's Daiso, right? You know him? Small world. It's probably the smile on my face that threw you off. Oh shit, that's some fire, my dude. Tell him his brother Haruto says hi. While you're at it, tell him that takoyaki stands are still the future of cuisine and to get his butt over here. Haha. I'll do that. Thanks for all your help. Oh man, I love that this game is like made everything all interconnected. This is really nice. Like I'm constantly meeting side characters that become like, you know, important. Oh shit, Daiso. Hey, I've got a real reason to talk to you now. My dude. Hi, Ayami. Oh, also, I guess this guy's a lot younger than he seems. He's the little brother. Hi, Ayami. How can I help you today? Hey, Daiso. How are things? Oh, you know, same old, same old. Funny thing, I met your brother while I was in Asakusa today. Haruto? You met Haruto? What are the chances? Who knows? It was pretty random. Huh, who'd have thought? So is he still selling takoyaki at his stand? Did he say anything? He is. He said to remind you that takoyaki stands are the future of cuisine, and you should go and help him. Haha, yeah, you talked to Haruto alright. Always the optimist, that guy. I actually have a favor to ask you. You still have the book your brother gave you a few months ago? The only thing that guy gives me is headaches. Not sure if I can help you, Ayami. He said he gave it to you when you were in the hospital. Oh, what makes you think I was in the hospital? I don't even go to the hospital for checkups, haha. Besides, that doll's bringing me stuff all the time. Always trying to drag me kicking and screaming over to where the grass is greener. This would have been more recently. After a rough patch. Maybe it was stupid to come and ask. Oh, no, it's fine. That idiot. Always running his mouth. Friggin' traitor. Those were just some hard times. Nothing serious. I just drank too much is all. I'm sorry, detective, but I don't want to talk about it. Alright, I understood. I'm not here to dig up bad memories, Daizo. Thanks. You said you were looking for a book, right? Truth is, I don't remember a book. I do remember Haruto giving me an old magazine, though, back in the hospital. It was one of the ones I used to read when I was younger, when things weren't quite so complicated. Wait there a second, I may have it in the storeroom still. Dang it, sorry Ayami, hold on a sec. Amazing how much junk someone accumulates over the years. Maybe I should throw some of this old stuff out, huh? Here it is. It's yours, detective. Oh man, you know what? I actually didn't expect this. This is pretty great. Oh, hey, no wonder I recognize that photo you brought by. It's the same girl, an idol named Ruby. Reina. No, Ruby, see? It says so right there on the cover. Okay. Pretty crazy that it was still in my shop. Guess that means you're still looking for her. I wonder why we keep running into each other. Weird luck, I guess. I don't buy it. You're a hell of a detective. You must have a pretty sharp nose. Ha! If you say so, Daizo. You mind if I take this? Like I said, it's yours. About time I start getting rid of some of my old junk. Thank you. See you around, Ayami. Take care, Daizo. Man, bless him. I really hope he does like move on from this place. Fucking bitch wife. Pardon my language. Because it really sounds like she set him up in this shit area and he's still trying to make the most of it. Okay, now I can go and return this highly historical tomb about idol girls. Oh, wait a minute. I should have realized. I didn't notice this the first time I was in here, but this guy is also staticky. Just like much less noticeably. Welcome back, detective. And is that my book I see in your hands? I can't help but say I'm surprised. Are you trying to tell me Reina is this mask bearer you mentioned? Very astute, detective. Does that surprise you? Not in the slightest. Every step I take, it's her in my shadow. Every step I take, it's her in my shadow. If the mask and the dark really are linked, maybe it is true. But how? I only know that somehow the girl's path and the mask collided as if by chance. What circumstances led to this intersection are a mystery, I'm afraid. People always see history as something in the distant past, involving old men in black and white pictures. That book and that girl are as much a part of history as the rest. The threads that connect the past to the present and people to each other are always not apparent. But peel back the layers of connection and the randomness of our universe comes into a neat order. How exactly does Reina relate to an ancient group? Something doesn't add up. On that, detective, we can agree. Perhaps one as perceptive as you can connect this line in a way that a creaky old mind like mine cannot. So why don't we start at the beginning? You know, I have a theory. I feel like all these static people are like just different versions of the collector. I feel like, you know, like there's the collector who collects information in Akihabara, and then there's this guy who's like a historian. So why don't we start at the beginning? How the mask came to be a mere object. The story starts in ancient times in the year 1333. At the time, Kamakura was the capital of Japan. Led by the Hojo clan, it was a time of peace, prosperity, and enlightenment. Peace among men is cyclical, and like so many before them and after, their time of peace came to an end. The Nita clan, loyal to the Emperor Go-Daigo, led a siege against the Hojo-controlled Kamakura, taking the city as the tide receded, leaving a keep passage open to the invaders. The Hojo clan fled to the caves of the family temple. For them, there was no hope of victory or escape. They chose to retain their honor. Instead of surrendering, the 870 Hojo samurai, including the last 3 regents, committed mass suicide. You know, I never understood it. Is suicide more honorable than defeat? So instead of going down fighting, you just kill yourself? I don't know, that seems a little off, but I don't know Japanese culture that well. Even though I should. However, the Hojo and the Nita clans, embroiled in their quest for empire, could not see the role they played in plans of another group, the religious sect known as the Kamen Kai. It is said in the flames of Kamakura, a girl was seen wandering the streets, observing the carnage of the burning city. Also, this is just Undertale right now. Is that Shara? Oh god. A girl lost to the histories by the name of Chikako Shijijo. I don't know if I said that right. The last survivor of the Kamen Kai. They all died? Surely that means whatever the Kamen Kai were trying to do, they failed. No, they did not fail. Everything went exactly as planned. Chikako Shichijo did not survive by chance. She was chosen. Chosen for what? To receive the blessing of the spiritual energy that so much death afforded, to become the first mask bearer. Oh, so it's just death magic? Oh god. This is not good at all. That's not good at all. Mask bearer? The old Kamen Kai used the death of all those people to create this? Why? Legend has it the Kamen Kai sought to contain the door, a rift leading to the spiritual realm where our consciousness ceases to be and time holds no meaning. A place where cause and effect could be altered. Door? Reina referred to something like that too, but if it really exists, why is it so dangerous? Imagine to be able to see the world as a god, so that the flow of time and the rules which govern our world are of no consequence. Even the dead could be risen up. The danger was not the door itself, but men. To a mortal mind obsessed with the finality of death and meaningless accomplishment, such power would corrupt absolutely. So a dark place was created to obscure the door and hide it from the mortal eyes, along with the tool that could control it. Impossible as it is, this explains so much of what I've seen. If it's true, then finding the door is how I could bring him back. Some doors, no matter how strong they call to us, are not meant to be opened, and the Kamen Kai willingly gave their lives to keep it that way. The mask opens the mind to all those who come in contact with it, but it is intended for its bearer. Using it to find the door may destroy you. Maybe you're right, but I could at least use it to find my way in the dark, just like the collector said. The only thing I don't get is how Reina is connected. That is the mystery. As Mr. Kawana told you, the last known location of the mask was the Kamen Kai cult only a few decades ago. Much was suppressed about the Kamen Kai under Tokimasa. They existed and then one day they met their end. A blink of the eye as far as history is concerned. There were many theories that the police killed them during their raid of the compound, that someone within the cult had snapped and murdered the others. You think Reina was involved with these people? I wonder if there's anything about it left in police headquarters. That is certainly what I would start. Finding out about the last days of the Kamen Kai may help light your path to find the truth. Though I wonder if such an object, bred from suffering, can truly put an end to it. Is it you who can finally break this terrible cycle? Yeah, I spent a long time. I'm tired, so tired. Farewell, detective. I guess he just faded into the dark, I guess? I mean, that was a slow fade. Is that a cutscene right now? Can I get a cutscene? Nice. Sitting there comfortably, the historian Hisa casually laid out everything that I've experienced like he was reading it out of a book. A mass suicide, ancient groups, and a door to the spiritual realm. It sounds like a myth, an interesting story told to travelers in a bygone era. It's hard to believe it relates to Kazuki and Reina. I can't see it. The bridge between the Kamakura samurai and the young girl? He said Reina fit into the story. She's a mask bearer, but how? Yasuhisa, the collector? I thought when I'd met them I'd enter their world and could start to understand. Well, faintly, but my intuition as a detective tells me they're hiding something from me still. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I need to keep going. What day is it anyway? How long have I been chasing these leads? Day turns to night. The hours bleed into each other. Even the seasons don't seem to follow the natural order anymore. Everything's blurring together. My head. Maybe I should take my medication. Impossible as it seems, following the old man's hunch is my best bet to finally understanding the mask. Even Takashi didn't know what happened to the Kamen Kai. Finding the police report is the way forward. A few weeks ago it would have been easy for me to ask around and pull a file. It'll be a bit more difficult now, I imagine. What's the worst that can happen? I should head to police HQ and see what I can find. What's my insanity and investigation like right now? It's not bad. Oh, my investigation is a straight hundo, yo. That's pretty great. Okay, let's go to police HQ. They love me here, don't they? Ooh, God. Hello! Oh, Shin, you gotta be kidding me. Funny, me and some of the other guys were just talking about you after practice the other day. Specifically, we were taking bets as to how long it would be before you showed your face again. Shame, you coming in here cost me 10,000 yen. Nice. I'm glad. Not that it matters. Ever since you left, things are looking up for me. I won the last department kendo tournament, and I've been enjoying my promotion. Oh yeah, thanks for the new office, by the way. Anyway, non-active duty cops, or you in other words, aren't allowed in HQ right now, so what do you want? Who the hell? Yeah, I guess I should be expected from someone who had a breakdown over it too, huh? Oh, I'm sorry, did you think that was private? Your little episodes? Hate to break it to you, but I saw your file. Still don't understand how Tanaka wound up with a crazy little thing like you. You know, he used to tell us about it. Your little romantic escapades. All the juicy detail. No, he fucking didn't. Fuck you, Tyra. Hey, I'm sorry, did you think that was private too? The thing is, Itō, you were just another part of the talk in the locker room. Or did you think it was more than that? Get out of here, there's nothing for you. Fucking asshole. Why'd you kill yourself? Man, why can't I talk to her? I don't wanna... Fuck it, dude. Oh, God, man. There's so many things I want to do, but, like, I can't get away with it. Like, the only reason I lucked out with the Yakuza is because I literally cannot die. I got plot armor, because otherwise, where would the visual novel go, right? I know that's a flimsy excuse, but Jesus. Do not want to risk it. It'll just look worse on my profile. I'm surprised to see you back. How can I help you, detective? I don't know about the historian. Let's talk about the police. I was told your dojo trains a lot of people in the police. That's right, I train many of them personally. Do you know Akira Tyra, a detective from Tokyo HQ? Ah, yes, Detective Tyra. I know him quite well. A man with a great deal of innate talent in martial arts, though that talent is offset somewhat by his, how to put this, brash personality. Brash is a very diplomatic way to put it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but Tyra is about the only usable link I've got left in the police force, and the one person who's trying to stop me the most. Seeing as you train with him all the time, I was hoping you might, know something that would change his mind, if you know what I mean. Are you asking me to help you blackmail Tyra? Beyond the obvious reasons why I wouldn't help you do that, I also happen to think it won't work. You may be surprised to hear this, but Tyra actually lives a fairly straightforward life. His excesses are nothing that would draw any scrutiny, at least not among his fellow officers. I hear he's engaged to be married soon as well. Someone actually agreed to marry that slime? Oh, that poor girl. Yes, a very nice girl. Apparently they're quite happy together. Oh yeah, see how long that lasts. May I ask what Tyra did to you to make you feel so strongly? Did to me? Ha! Should be asking him that. Ever since I started, he's looked down on me and never missed a chance to remind me how he felt. I ignored him because I figured if I worked hard enough and earned my promotion that it would shut him up once and for all. You eventually got this promotion, I take it. Well, did he shut up like you thought? Nope, he got worse. He started with him spreading rumors about me sleeping around in HQ, and then there were various complaints to my supervisor. He couldn't stand that I'd won. It's all fallen apart now though, huh? He got my old job, and every time I see him, he's had that smug grin on his stupid little face like he's mocking me. So you hate the fact that at least in his mind, he was right. Something like that. Tyra's not the first person to think a woman didn't deserve the promotion I got, but it stung a little extra when he ended up at my desk. Yes, I thought as much. You're not saying you think brown-nosing, womanizing, lazy, good-for-nothing asshole actually deserves my spot, are you? No, I can't judge the inner workings of a police force, but from what I've heard, it certainly wouldn't be the first time an officer didn't earn their promotion, honestly. Often, I watch my students spar, and I always notice an interesting trend. You see, usually the outcomes of matches have nothing to do with their skill. Is there a moral at the end of the story? Patience, Itō. You see, two students will face each other, but before they even draw their swords, they've decided the outcome. Students rank each other and themselves based on practice, their social status, their schools, or any number of things before they even enter my dojo. A student perceiving himself as stronger will always be more relaxed, more ready to attack, while the student who's resigned themselves to defeat desperately defends. It's not skill or merit that wins the battle, it's expectations. Do you see where I'm going with this? I do, but I'm not sure if I like it. You're saying that unless I can break Tyra's perception of me, I'll keep losing, right? Exactly. For a man like Tyra, who expects a certain thing of women, you've defied him at every turn, but if I suck up to him and play the part, it might throw him off guard enough for me to win this fight. Sound about right? Very perceptive. Here, this should help. Sake? Just giving me sake? It's a gift. Wow, that's so flattering. I barely even know you. I suppose in order to degrade myself to scum like Tyra, I could use a drink. It's not for you. It's for Tyra. Oh, and here I was thinking you were being nice. Hey, actually, he is being nice, Itō. Come on. Like, This is a very expensive brand. As a matter of fact, it's Tyra's favorite. A gift for his promotion. A promotion he stole. A promotion into my position. Think of it as a way to throw him off balance. You can't strike at his heart until he drops his guard, after all. You know how to play the role he expects of you. I expect you know the type of women he likes. Much as it pains me to admit, that might work. Thanks for the sake. My god, I really like that guy. What a cool dude. Amazing. Like, he really applied his like kendo thing to real life and like in a very actionable way. That's so cool. God, martial arts is great. I spoke to Yasuhisa, the historian. Oh, good. And? Takashi, what is he? I don't understand your question. He's one of them. Them? Itō, are you alright? He's just an old man, what else would he be? No, Takashi, you must have noticed there's something off about him. Like the collector, but no, not exactly like him. I'm not sure what Yasuhisa told you to scare you like this, but I've known him for years. He's a bit eccentric and too philosophical for his own good, but he's harmless. Allow me to offer some advice. What you're feeling right now, it's not him. It's you. The more time I spent researching the Kamen Kai in the past, the more I began to feel the world had gone mad. But it didn't. It continued to turn on its axis as it always does. It was me who became unhinged. You could always walk away, Detective Itō. Some mysteries aren't worth solving. Man, I really like this dude. I'm not gonna drink the sake. Come on. Look, when I have a drink, it's for like social events. I'm not just gonna drink the fucking expensive sake that he just gave me to suck up to Tyra. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm sorry. That's it, Itō. I've had enough of your... Wait, what? You heard it right, Tyra. I'm sorry. You're a good detective and I never did congratulate you on your promotion. Yeah, this is for you. Heh, I get it. So you think bribing me is gonna work, huh? Ken no Michi? Is that a bottle of Ken no Michi? No way, it sells out in weeks. Even my family rarely managed to get a bottle and they knew the people to ask. How'd you get it? That's not important. Consider it an apology for how I've treated you in the past. I present this to you as a way to formally hand over my old position to you. It's clearly in better hands. Okay, don't lay it on too thick, Itō. But... Oh shit. Itō. Sit up, will ya? Itō, it's fine, just sit up already. Okay, I accept your apology. Well, I didn't know you felt that way. I mean, in light of recent events and all, it's long overdue. I guess with all the stress you've gone through, the delay is understandable. Glad you finally learned to manage your emotions appropriately. Thank you for your kind words, Detective Tyra. Once I return to the apartment, I'll have much to learn from you. Okay, Hey, it's a little early for that talk, don't you think? We don't even know if they'll let you back on the force after the hearing. Yes, I suppose you're right, Detective. I shouldn't have spoken so brashly. Okay, you, stop, I hate this. Oh god, he's eating it up too, I hate this. He won't even try to be the better man, he's just eating it up. What a bastard. Fuck this guy. Well, Itō, at least you know how to play the game. I can't say I would be able to in the same position. Suppose there's a lot to learn to have to... I'm not even gonna say it. I know you're right, Detective Tyra. I was so brash before. That's probably how I ended up here. And fucking camera girl is just sitting in the background like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, no problem. Thanks for dropping this by, Itō. To tell you the truth, it's been a tough time for all of us. It's better to stick together. We're all on the same team after all, right? Maybe once you're back, me and you can partner up. One can only hope I'll be so lucky. Man, right, look, I gotta get back to my office. You need anything else? Well, I was thinking, but... Oh no, I couldn't possibly bother you, you're so busy. It's fine, I can handle it, go on. Well, I know I shouldn't, but I've been doing a little research, in an unofficial capacity, you know. I was wondering if you could pull a file for me. You know I can't give you access to the system. You're suspended, and besides, it'd be against regulations and... I guess if you stay on that side of the counter, I could get Ishibashi to help you out. Don't think this means we're best friends or anything. It's just repayment for the Ken no Michi. Oh, thank you, but Tyra, Detective Tyra, I wouldn't want to impose on your busy schedule. Stop it! Stop! Again, stand up! Saki, I'm gonna go back to my office. Look up the file Itō wants. Log the search query to my name, got it? Yes, sir, of course! I'll be in my new office all afternoon. No direct calls there. So direct any calls there, alright? Yes, sir! I think he's gone. Damn, Ayami! I mean, I've twisted some guys around my finger before, but that was something else! Don't think it'll take long to get your office back if you can keep working that magic. Ayami, listen to me very closely. It's very, very important for you to train me how to do that, for professional purposes. I think you're all right on your own, Saki. Ooh, fine, be that way. Anyway, you've got Tyra's sign-off. What did you want me to look out for you? On March 4th, 1996, there was a raid on a compound belonging to a cult named the Kamen Kai. I'd like the official report, plus anything else you can find on it. Wow, that's some heavy reading material. I'll get right on it, boss. Doesn't seem like there's much to go on here. Looks like there's only one file. Righto, I'll put it on a USB for you, so you can take it with you. Just don't tell anyone. Here you go. My god, that shit's dirty as hell. What are we doing with it? Thanks, Saki. I owe you one. You owe me more than one, Ayami. See you around. Hey, that went really well. Haha, Yami can play the game, yo. I'm so glad I didn't drink that sake. Bless. I think I'll stop here for now because my throat's getting a little hoarse. So thank you all so much for joining me on Tokyo Dark. Remember, manipulation is a key skill in today's world and you should learn how to do that. At least in a chaotic good sort of way at the very least. Don't do evil with that shit, kids. Otherwise you'll be an asshole. Alright? Thank you, good night, sleep tight, and I will see you soon.